Niagara Falls, a breathtaking natural wonder that has captivated millions for centuries. But there's more to these roaring waterfalls than just their beauty. Beneath the mist and thunder lies a story of geological marvels, daring feats, cultural significance, and even political intrigue. How did Niagara Falls come to be? What role has it played in shaping the region and its people? And what secrets do these iconic falls hold? Join us as VoyageVault presents the history behind Niagara Falls. A sacred site and early encounters. Long before it became a global tourist destination, Niagara Falls was a sacred site for Indigenous peoples, particularly the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, also known as the Iroquois Confederacy. For these communities, the falls were much more than a natural wonder. They were deeply connected to their identity, spirituality, and way of life. The Haudenosaunee believed the falls were a place of immense power, where nature's strength and mystery converged. Many legends were tied to the falls, reflecting their reverence for this awe-inspiring force of nature. One of the most famous is the story of Lelawala, a young woman who, according to Haudenosaunee tradition, sacrificed herself by canoeing over the falls to appease the thunder god, Hino. In the legend, Hino saves her and brings her to live with him beneath the falls, where she becomes a spirit guardian of the river. When European explorers arrived in the 17th century, they were equally awestruck. French explorer Samuel de Champlain described the falls in his writings, although historians believe he never actually saw them. The first detailed account of Niagara Falls came from Father Louis Hennepin, a French priest who visited the falls in 1678. Hennepin was so amazed by their size and power that he couldn't help but exaggerate, claiming the falls were over 600 feet tall, almost 3 times their actual height. These early accounts helped introduce Niagara Falls to the wider world, sparking curiosity and fascination. By the 18th century, settlers and explorers began flocking to the region, and the falls transitioned from a sacred site to a symbol of opportunity. But for the indigenous peoples who had revered the falls for centuries, this influx of settlers marked the beginning of profound changes to their way of life. Harnessing the power of Niagara as settlers and industries moved into the Niagara region, it didn't take long for people to recognize the incredible power of the falls. The rushing water of the Niagara River wasn't just a beautiful spectacle, it was an untapped source of energy. The first attempts to harness Niagara's power came in the early 1800s, when entrepreneurs built mills along the river to use the water for mechanical power. These mills helped fuel local industries, but they were just the beginning. With the advent of electrical power in the late 19th century, Niagara Falls became the focal point of a groundbreaking technological revolution. In 1895, the world's first large-scale hydroelectric power plant opened at Niagara Falls. This was largely thanks to the vision of industrialist George Westinghouse and the genius of inventor Nikola Tesla. Tesla's pioneering work with alternating current (AC) technology made it possible to transmit electricity over long distances, forever changing the way power was distributed. The electricity generated at Niagara Falls powered homes, businesses, and factories miles away, turning the region into a hub of progress and innovation. Today, the falls remain one of the largest sources of hydroelectric power in North America, supplying electricity to millions of people in both the United States and Canada. However, this achievement hasn't come without challenges. Efforts to harness the falls' power have altered the natural flow of the river, raising concerns about the environmental impact and the long-term health of the falls. Balancing the need for energy with the importance of preservation remains an ongoing challenge. Niagara Falls is a symbol of human ingenuity and ambition, but it also reminds us of the need to respect and protect the natural world. After all, the falls' power is as much a gift as it is a responsibility. Daredevils, stunts, and tourism. Niagara Falls has always drawn thrill seekers, adventurers, and daredevils eager to test their limits against its mighty waters. The story of these stunts and spectacles is one of courage, recklessness, and sometimes sheer absurdity. The first recorded daredevil stunt at Niagara Falls took place in 1829, when Sam Patch, nicknamed the Yankee Leaper, jumped into the Niagara River from a platform near the falls and survived. Patch's successful leap made him a local legend and inspired others to attempt even more daring feats. But perhaps the most famous daredevil of all was Annie Edson Taylor, a 63-year-old school teacher who, in 1901, became the first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel and lived to tell the tale. Taylor's story is as fascinating as it is bizarre. Desperate for money and fame, she hit upon the idea of surviving a plunge over the falls as a way to secure her future. To prepare for her stunt, Taylor had a custom barrel made. It was constructed of oak and iron, padded with a mattress to protect her during the fall. But before she risked her own life, she decided to test the barrel with her cat. Incredibly, the cat survived the journey over the falls, emerging from the barrel wet but unharmed. With that reassurance, Taylor climbed into the barrel herself on October 24, 1901. The journey was harrowing. Taylor's barrel was tossed and battered by the powerful current before plummeting over Horseshoe Falls. When it was finally retrieved, onlookers were astonished to find Taylor alive inside, with only a minor cut on her head. Her stunt made headlines around the world, but fame was fleeting. Despite her daring feat, Taylor struggled to make money and spent much of her later life in poverty. Over the years, many others have attempted similar stunts, with varying degrees of success. Some survived to tell their tales, while others tragically lost their lives. These daredevils have added a layer of drama and excitement to the story of Niagara Falls, drawing even more tourists to witness the spectacle. One of the most remarkable and recent stunts at Niagara Falls took place in 2012, when Nick Wallenda, a seventh-generation tightrope walker from the famous Flying Wallendas family, became the first person to walk a tightrope directly over the falls. Wallenda's walk was no ordinary feat. It was a daring 1,800-foot journey across a 2-inch wide steel cable suspended 200 feet above the raging waters of Horseshoe Falls. To prepare for the stunt, Wallenda trained extensively, even simulating the mist and winds he would face during the walk. On June 15, 2012, with millions of people watching live on television, Wallenda stepped out onto the wire. As he carefully made his way across, he battled the mist, slippery conditions, and the deafening roar of the falls below. Wallenda carried a 40-pound balancing pole and wore a safety harness, which was required by television networks for the broadcast. After 25 nail-biting minutes, Wallenda reached the other side, stepping onto Canadian soil to thunderous applause. His tightrope walk was not just a stunt, it was a testament to human determination and skill. Wallenda later described the experience as unlike anything else I've ever done. His feat added a new chapter to the long history of daredevils at Niagara Falls, proving that the spirit of adventure and risk-taking is alive and well. Because of this, Niagara Falls has been a major destination for travelers since the 19th century. By the mid-1800s, the falls were attracting visitors from around the world, thanks to the construction of railroads and the rise of leisure travel. Hotels, observation decks, and attractions like the famous Maid of the Mist boat tours were established to cater to sightseers. Today, Niagara Falls remains one of the most popular natural attractions in the world, welcoming over 12 million visitors annually. Whether they come for the thrill of the daredevil stories, the beauty of the mist-covered falls, or the chance to get up close on a boat ride, tourists continue to be captivated by the magic of Niagara. Niagara Falls today. Niagara Falls is more than just a natural wonder. It's a global icon and a symbol of the relationship between humanity and nature. Today, the falls are carefully managed to balance their natural beauty with their role as a source of power, tourism, and cultural heritage. On the Canadian side, Niagara Falls, Ontario, is a bustling city filled with attractions, restaurants, and casinos. Visitors can enjoy the falls from observation decks, take a ride on the Hornblower Cruise, Canada's version of the Maid of the Mist, or even zipline near the falls for a thrilling view. On the US side, Niagara Falls State Park, the oldest state park in America, offers a more serene and natural experience. Here, visitors can walk along scenic trails, visit Goat Island, and get up close to the falls on the Cave of the Winds tour, where they can feel the raw power of the rushing water. Preservation efforts play a key role in ensuring the falls' future. Organisations on both sides of the border work to protect the falls and the surrounding environment, addressing issues like erosion, pollution, and the impact of human activity. These efforts are crucial to maintaining the falls' beauty and significance for generations to come. Standing at the edge of the falls, with the roar of the water in your ears and the mist on your face, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe. Niagara Falls is a reminder of nature's power and beauty, as well as humanity's enduring fascination with the world around us. And that's the story behind Niagara Falls, a place where nature, history, and human ambition converge. From its ancient origins to its role as a stage for daring feats and innovation, Niagara Falls is truly one of a kind. If you enjoyed learning about the history of Niagara Falls, be sure to check out our video on Mount Rushmore, a monument with its own fascinating and complex story. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to VoyageVault for more incredible stories from around the world.